Hello, my name is Jan Yordy. I'm an educator and a child therapist. I've been working for over 30 years to help children with their feelings, and I would like to talk today about a technique called emotional freedom technique, which helps children to release the energy of their negative feelings. So the emotional freedom technique is something that I learned about over 14 years ago, and it's a technique that Gary Craig developed, and I've written about it in a book called Be the Boss of Your Feelings, and if you're interested in learning more, you can go to that book. But first of all, when I talk about feelings, I really want you to think about the body and think about energy. So we are energy beings, and one of the ways we can see that we have energy inside us is with this little UFO ball. And when I touch the two metal things at the same time, the ball turns on and lights up. I'll put it closer so you can hear it. And we make a circuit or a circle of energy, and that's to show you that yes, we have electrical energy. Now, we also have, wherever you have electrical energy, you create electromagnetic frequencies. So I brought two magnets because most people understand about magnets and the energy that is between magnets. So magnets have polarity. They have a north pole and a south pole. These magnets actually have their polarity side to side instead of top and bottom. So if I hold opposites together, North Pole and South Pole, or positive and negative energy, they're attracted and they connect. If I turn one of these halfway around, I now create a field of energy where I'm getting a repelling force. So I can't see the energy, but I can feel it. So what is electromagnetic energy? Well, electromagnetic energy is all around us because it's how cell phones, Wi-Fi, other things work, but we also have electromagnetic energy within us. We are like an energy battery. We have a positive pole and a negative pole. And as that energy is inside of us, it has to travel. So it travels through these pathways. They're often called meridians. And all along these energy pathways, there are places where the energy comes up to the surface of the body. Those are what I call energy hotspots. You may know them as acupuncture points. So we have these energy hotspots, and if we think about something, we create an energy within our brain, and that can trigger also electromagnetic frequencies within us, because emotions are electromagnetic. Thoughts are electric. So if we use our fingers to tap at some of these key energy hotspots, we can literally release negative energy from our body, energy from our feelings, such as being angry or sad or anxious. And that is something that can become a tool to help children. So I teach children in my therapy practice about the electromagnetic frequencies, and I sometimes use this little bear, I call him Tappy Bear, to tap on their feelings. But if you are, as a parent, going to help your child, you would want to probably just use the tapping technique and either tap on your child, or you could have the child do their own tapping as you tap along. So if we were going to do the emotional freedom technique, the first thing we would need to do would to be sure that the energy is traveling the correct direction in our meridian pathways. Because when we feel stressed, when we have negative feelings, our battery can turn upside down. And that means that the energy is flowing backwards in our meridians. And if we try to tap on our negative feelings while we are reversed, then the tapping doesn't work. So what we want to do first of all is what is called, I call the karate chop. So the karate chop is tapping the side of your hand, literally right underneath that line there. And there is a small intestine meridian point, and you want to tap that against the other hand. Now, it's important to talk to our subconscious. So we say out loud, even though I have this anxious energy, I like myself and I'm okay. So we need to repeat that 3 times because we're trying to reprogram the primitive brain, the subconscious. Even though let's pretend that your child is anxious about going to camp. So even though I'm feeling anxious about going to camp, I like myself and I'm okay. Even though I am afraid and my tummy is feeling nervous about going to camp, I don't know if I'm going to have any friends. I like myself and I'm a great kid. Even though I have these worries and fears about going to camp, I choose to let them go and just breathe and relax so I can feel comfortable at camp. So after you've done the karate chop, the next step is to tap at these 8 key energy points. So I have this chart on my website, but basically the points you're going to tap are the end of the eyebrow, the side of the eyes, under the eyes on that cheekbone, under the nose, under the chin, under the collarbone, under the arms, and the top of the head. So let's pretend that your child is anxious about going to camp. So you're going to really try to keep the child focused on their feeling, because what you think about creates the energy, the electromagnetic frequencies. So I'm anxious about going to camp. And you take a deep breath. I have all these fears about attending camp. I don't know if I'll have any friends when I go to camp. I might get nervous and feel unsafe. I'm really anxious about going to this camp for the first time. I'm scared. I might not be able to do a good job. I'm going to feel so nervous, I might not know what to do. And top of the head, I relax and just let whatever happens, happens, and do my best. That's a quick example of the emotional freedom technique, and you as parents can use it for your own feelings, or you can help support your kids to release their negative anxieties and worries, or whatever feelings they have. For more information, you can visit my website, www.energyconnectiontherapies.com, and you can order my book, Be the Boss of Your Feelings, from my website. Thank you.